Hey yogis, welcome back to your 30-day yoga challenge. My name's Bruce and today's day 17. We'll be moving through a Yang Yin practice today, and I wanted to make a quick reference to TCM, or traditional Chinese medicine, where Qi, 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 which in yogic philosophy is referred to as prana, a type of vitality or life force. Going back to Qi, can be thought of as having two different qualities, two distinct qualities. One being Yang, which is more dynamic and active, and the other being Yin, which is a quieter and more foundational type quality. One can't really stand without the other, but one can be more dominant. So in our practice today, when we're moving through the more dynamic aspect, or the Yang, try to really tap into the Yin-like qualities. And then towards the end of the practice, where we'll be practicing Yin, see if you can feel or tap into the more Yang-like qualities. And noticing how both, it's through these opposing forces or these opposing qualities that we feel and create balance. So let's go ahead and start in downward facing dog. Now, speaking of opposing actions or forces, with your hands, press firmly through the base of your first fingers. And then feel that you can rotate the arm bones, like the inner biceps start to face up. Drawing up and in through the belly button and pushing back firmly through your thighs. Okay, look forward towards your hands and bend your knees. Step forward with both feet. Okay, with your hands on the floor, taking half lift. So you're trying to stretch forward through your spine, and exhale, fold. Do that again, please. Breathe in and maybe bend your knees slightly so your chest can elongate away from the thighs, and then fold. Bring it back to touch, maybe face to the shins. Now slowly come up, one vertebra at a time. Allow your spine to be rounded as you stack one bone over the other. And at the very top, allow your shoulders to draw back, roll them down, and stand tall with your palms facing forward. Then with your inhale, lift your arms above your head, look up. Fold forward, exhale, release your hands down to the floor. With our breath in, we lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, and then step back into plank, take an exhale. Okay, hold strong in your plank, arms are straight. Maybe continue to push through the base of the index fingers, but rotate your biceps to face forward. Lower your knees, and one line from knees to crown, bend your elbows and lower to the floor. Okay, come onto the tops of the feet. Bring your hands slightly from the ground. Keep moving your wrists back, and then inhale, lift the chest. Really recruit the muscles of your back body. Press down through your toenails. Stay strong through your back. Place your hands to the floor and see if you can lift a touch higher. Push your buttocks towards the heels. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Arch the spine like cow, look forward, and then down dog. Exhale. Stay where you are. Breathe in. Push back through your thighs. Breathe out. Look to the hands. Step forward with both of your feet. Look straight ahead, lengthen the spine. Press back through your outer hips and fold deep over your legs. We'll stand up tall, lift the arms over your head. Inhale, looking up. And then with your exhale, slide hands together in front of the chest. Stand tall in mountain pose, release your arms. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Look to the sky. Forward fold with your exhale. Inhale, pull the chest away from the knees. As you exhale with your right foot, take a big step back. And then lower your right knee on your mat. Let's breathe in and stretch our arms over the head. And then with your hands down onto the floor, lift your back knee and then twist left arm up in the sky. See if you can lift your arm higher in the air. Now look down at your right hand And come to the fingertips if you're not there already. And see if you can shift to just your thumb and index or your first two fingers. And then see if you can come up just to one fingertip. Keep squeezing your outer left hip in and maybe lift that fingertip up. Either look down for balance or start looking to the left or maybe even up towards the hand. Look down with your hands touching your mat. Down dog. Exhale. Bring your body forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale, bend your arms and lower all the way to the floor. Take your time. Once you're lying on the ground, point the toes and float the palms. Inhale, lift the chest. Stay lifted. From the upper arm bones in, and see if you can peel one more rib higher. Keep the chest lifted, set the hands flat. Cobra, collarbones wide. Press your hips towards the heels. And then come forward, tabletop cow, arch the spine, look forward. Down dog as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let your right leg rise into the air. Breathe in. Bend your right knee and lift your right thigh higher. Look forward and step the foot closer towards your right thumb. Come to the tips of the fingers, lift the chest, and then moving in towards the weight of your right foot as you lift your left leg up. Almost like your chest can approach the right knee, your nose towards the calf. Now with your left knee, left thigh lifting, bend the knee, bring it in towards the nose and begin to stand tall, lifting your arms over your head and having that left thigh move up into the chest. Bring your left foot on the floor, bend your legs, chair. And then with your chest staying lifted, stretch your arms behind your back. See if you can extend a bit more by moving the fingers to the wall behind you. Sit deeper. And then reach your arms over your head, look up. Forward fold. Stretch the chest away from the legs, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back. Keep your left knee straight, look forward, and then open by lifting the right arm up. Easy twist. Keep reaching that right arm high. Now look down at the floor and see if you can come up onto your first two fingers or your index and your thumb. And then come up onto just one fingertip. And then let that float slightly, either looking down for balance or beginning to look to the right or maybe even up towards the thumb. Ground the big toe mound of your front foot. Look at the floor, both hands flat. Down dog, exhale. Shoulders forward over the wrists, plank. Exhale, bend your arms and lower to the floor. Let your hands lift slightly. Inhale, peel the chest up. Stay lifted and bring the shoulders higher. With your hands down, cobra, open the chest. Push the buttocks towards the heels like a pause. And then round your spine forward, tabletop. Arch the spine, cow, look forward. Down dog, exhale. The left leg lifts high, breathe in. Keep your left thigh lifting, bend your knee, and see if you can peel your quadriceps higher. Look forward and step softly between the hands. For a moment, come to fingertips, look forward, and then slowly draw the right leg up. Chest is approaching the leg, nose towards the calf. Now continue to lift your right thigh, bend your knee, toes to the ceiling. Take the knee into the nose, rounded spine, and then rise all the way to standing, lifting the arms overhead. Right foot to the floor, bend your knees, chair pose. Sit a little deeper, and then interlock the fingers behind your head. Gently press the back of your head into the palms. Allow the inner elbows to move away from the space you're looking at, the wall you're looking at. Sit lower. And then fold over your legs. Exhale. Breathe in, lift halfway. Plank. Exhale. And then with your high plank pose, look at where your right hand is, and can you walk it one hand forward? Look at where your left hand is, and can you walk it one hand forward? Stay there. Wrap those inner biceps to face each other. Press down through the base of your first fingers. See if you can draw your tailbone a little higher into the air. And then draw the tailbone in between the thighs, pull the ribs in. Lower your knees to your mat. Slide your hands towards the back, opening through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, lift your buttocks, stretch your arms over your head, look up. Gently draw back. Bring hands in front of the chest and sit down on the floor. Tabletop, inhale. Rounded spine, cat, exhale. Inhale, cow, look forward. Come onto the tops of the feet if you're not already. Exhale, back to cat. Ground the feet so as to lift the knees. Shoulder blades wide. Stomach in. Lower your knees to the floor. Cross your ankles and then sit with your legs forward. Twist to the right. Release your twist. Right arm on top for eagle arms. Draw the elbows away from your legs, look up. And then unravel your arms, reach them over your head. Inhale. Leaning back, lift the feet, Navasana, boat. Cross your legs, left in front of right. And then you're going to turn to the left, twist left. Untwist, left arm on top of the right arm, eagle. And then draw the elbows away from your thighs, look up. Stay here with your chest opening. Unwrap your arms, reach them to the sides, and then over your head, inhale. Feel the sides of your body lengthen more. Lean back, draw the feet forward, Navasana, boat. We're going to cross both of our legs and step into down dog. And look to the space, look to the front, and then right foot steps outside of your hand. Lower your back knee down on the mat, and then maybe lift your left knee and see if it can move back a couple of centimeters more. Look forward. So we're going to take the yin part of our class will be lizard, or sometimes referred to as dragon pose, and we're going to do it on both sides. And we're going to be here for about 2 minutes with each side. So you can stay here on your hands. If you have blocks nearby, you can rest your forearms or the elbows on the blocks. Okay, if you don't have blocks, a good alternative is pillows or cushions, a blanket, maybe books. But just know that for some of you at home, just having your hands flat on the floor inside of your foot is quite deep as it is. And then just let your body be mostly still. So the physical stillness would be the yin-like quality. Maintaining a feeling of quiet. But then when the stress that we're placing on our hips, you can think of that as yang. A bit of fire coming up. Stay with your breath. See if you can let go. To just feel that the front of the thigh, the front of the pelvis itself becomes heavier. And then lift your chin. Come up onto the hands if you're not there. And then downward dog, very slowly step back. You can walk it out by Bending your knees slightly back and forth. Look to the space of your hands. We'll step the left foot outside of the hand. Right knee lowering slowly to the ground. Again, with the option to maybe move your right knee back if your hips have the space. Lift the chest. And then you can stay here on your hands. You can lower down to the forearms. Let's say your forearms come close to the floor, but not quite. And you don't have props, maybe just your right elbow. Okay, unless you have the blocks, then bring both elbows there. I'm going to stay on my hands today. So unlike the first part of our practice where we were actively moving from one pose into the other, we were actively creating more depth, here you just want to be patient and still, allowing the change to occur just by staying and being receptive. Think of using your breath out, using your exhalation as a way to let go. So if you feel like the muscles around your hips and thighs are holding on real tight, can you soften? When you exhale, can you allow yourself to surrender to gravity? Just feel yourself being lightly pressed or pushed towards the floor. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Open the mouth. Rise slowly onto your hands. Look forward. And then take your time, down dog. Two more long breaths here. Now either come into child's pose or hero pose. Hero pose is when you're sitting upright on the feet. And then wherever you end up, let your eyes close. Settle into your pose. And notice exactly how you feel. And so wherever you are, whether you're seated in hero or you're in child's pose, you can think of this as more of it's yin dominant. But are you aware of the yang aspects? Perhaps you feel a residual yang, your heart maybe beating rapidly still. Or you feel the heat that we generated through the first part of the class. It's in recognizing that these two forces, these two opposing forces are always at play. They're always in existence. It's through these that we find and create balance. Thank you for joining once again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.